The DougDoug, with his magic fingers, gives this boy a feeling that lingers. His manly chest, his stubbled jaw, thinking of the Doug hole leaves me raw. With joy. Your very name will never leave this man the same. Professor, did you write this poem yourself? Good question. First of all, no, it's from the show House, and I just changed some of the words. Second of all, 50 points to whatever your name is for asking questions and engaging with the lecture. Anyways, today, Derek. Huh? My name's Derek. Today we're talking about someone very near and dear to my heart. As you all know, I've been a long-time YouTube viewer. Like I said in my last lecture, YouTube has just as much a place in my childhood as television, if not more so. Over the years, more than a decade, really, I've come to know many faces. The angry video game nerd, Markiplier, those various guys we don't talk about anymore. There was a time I thought I'd discovered all of the big faces, that the frontiers had been explored, and that the days of exciting additions to my subscription box were over. But that's when I found the most beautiful man.
Oh, it's going everywhere! So thick! It smells very bad. Okay, let's play Skyrim.
DougDoug was born Douglas Reedon in 1991. He happens to be the brother of Davy Reedon, co-creator of the Stanley Parable.
Doug finally comes out. He finally comes out into the kitchen, into the area, and he's holding in each hand. He's holding his own shit. And
this is not true.
And he yells, no, I swear to God, this is 100% true. This is 100% true. He yells, "I'm the shit king. I'm the king of shit. I can eat shit for days." And he starts eating, shoveling his own.
He got a degree in computer science at UC Berkeley, where he also worked as a student teacher. Later, he would work as a programmer for EA, but left the company to pursue his passion for the game Hearthstone in two distinct ways. One, he got a job at Tempo Storm as the producer for their Hearthstone esports events. And two, he started an obscure Hearthstone-centric YouTube channel called Glutus in September of 2015, but by the end of 2015 he stopped regularly uploading. In September of 2018, he sort of relaunched the channel, changing it from Glutus to his college nickname DougDoug.
Where we solve problems that no one has.
Here's the premise. Doug completes various difficult, unintuitive, and ultimately pointless gaming challenges. That's it.
Hey, this is DougDoug, where we solve problems that no one has. Today, 300 people tried to beat one level of Mario 64 by controlling the game entirely through Twitch chat. Today, we're gonna learn how to run faster by turning up the run speed 10 times in Grand Theft Auto 5. People have always asked, why did the chicken cross the road? To finally answer this question, I gave my Twitch chat control of a chicken.
Since then, he's gained over 2 million subscribers, garnered over 400 million video views, raised over $120,000 for charity, fostered a positive and welcoming community, and became possibly my favorite YouTuber of all time. You might be wondering how he's gained so much success off of a simple premise. Gaming challenges aren't a new phenomenon after all. Well, if you'll recall, a lot of successful YouTube channels have a simple premise, and the quality all lies in the execution, and I believe DougDoug's success all hinges on one thing. Framing is the backbone Doug has built everything off of. It's what makes his videos so funny, and what has allowed him to foster the community he has, and it's best shown by comparing him to someone else who does pointless gaming challenges. Let's say Mitten Squad.
The overwhelming majority of weapons in Fallout New Vegas are designed to be lethal in one way or another, but there's one weapon that is specifically made to be non-lethal. Can you beat Fallout New Vegas with only boxing gloves?
I like Mitten Squad's gaming challenge videos, but I tend to mentally check out halfway through. The reason for this is because he simply gives a play-by-play of the events which occur, and since gaming challenges are a lot of trial and error and repetition, the video can become very tedious and predictable. Even if it doesn't, it's just sort of lacking something. What sets DougDoug apart from the other gaming challenge videos is that he frames it like a story. This isn't a play-by-play of what happened, this is the epic story of how DougDoug overcame the impossible to drive up the mountain in GTA 5 using only his voice. It isn't that Doug doesn't make jokes, he's quite a silly person. However, he often puts on a veneer of seriousness when discussing his insane strategies for overcoming these pointless tasks.
Alright, we've burned a few calories, but the Doritos command is way too long, so you'll need shorter versions of moving left and right. We added Dorslitos for a slight right, and Dorites for a hard right. And then this is Door lefties? This is so far removed from the word Doritos. And now you're all warmed up, and you're ready to get into the best shape of your life.
Since the relaunch, the contrast between stupid problem and serious problem solving is sort of the thesis statement of his entire channel.
Niche, but the idea is like I find a very specific challenge or problem in a game that's very pointless, and then tackle that and turn it into like a story. The juxtaposition of like playing a game in a really dumb way and overanalyzing it and like really thoroughly thinking through and articulating like how to solve that, that's just really funny to me.
So, Doug's several-hour-long gaming challenges get condensed into a brisk, easy-to-understand story with a beginning, middle, and end. The easiest way to demonstrate the benefits of this is to compare any of his voice command challenges to the voice command challenge he did back when he was still Glutus. It's a fine video, but he doesn't have the storytelling format. It's fairly entertaining, but without the framing, I'm just watching a guy play Hearthstone in an unintuitive way. Smoothness and building investment aren't the only benefits of the storytelling format. It actually allows him to do many things with his videos he wouldn't ordinarily be able to do. For two examples, I'll say he can build upon jokes and derail the plot. A good example of him building upon a joke is in his video, Can You Survive Skyrim if a bear spawns every 10 seconds? In this video, he tries to beat the first dungeon of Skyrim while bears spawn every 10 seconds. But he frames it like a safety training video.
Today's video is a DougDoug safety training course. Are you prepared for the top 5 natural disasters? Forest fires, hurricanes, tortillas, global warming, and #1, bears.
This is not only funny because he treats randomly spawning bears like an ordinary problem you might face, but he compounds on it and takes it in an unexpected direction.
Always run from bears. Safety tip #2, find a body of water and use that for safety. And it just so happens that the little town of Riverwood is right here. Safety tip #3, visit the nearest town for supplies. And maybe there will be a little accident. Oh, hey, you guys. Hey, it looks like Fondle had an accident, which is totally not your fault. You may as well use safety tip #4. Loot the dead bodies for supply. But this is an emergency, so it's clearly time for safety tip #5. Rob a convenience store. Safety tip #6. Get drunk. I don't want you to start drinking in the middle of safety training, but you're completely out of stamina. There are lots of bears and you are drunk, so just be safe. All right, good. So there's a little 7-Eleven vending machine there. Rob that for some more supplies. Oh, and there's some more booze on the shelves, so grab that too. And just keep drinking the booze. I mean, I'm not even a real safety instructor. This is just my community service because I robbed a 7-Eleven.
This is all great, but arguably, the greatest thing he's able to do with his storytelling method is include his audience as one of the characters. Now, livestream chats are always funny, but by his own framing of everything as a story and just generally making a fun atmosphere of chaotic humor, he's encouraged his Twitch chat to be an active player as a secondary protagonist and foil. He's made a program that reads his Twitch chat and allows them to play games with him by typing in commands. Sometimes he makes them the protagonist, orchestrating them as they work through a challenge. They bicker, they argue, they make jokes at each other's expense, they derail each other.
Your character is Mike Wazowski! Yes! You're a side character! I'm the main character!
Alright boys, I'm in. I've found a secret folder on Doug's computer where he writes fanfiction about how cool Chat is as a main character.
No.
I'll continue looking around with our incredible hacking skills.
Okay, I'm Princess Jasmine. We can all agree that Princess Jasmine's the main character, right? So I'm more of a main character than you. I'm far more of the main character.
All I'm saying is whenever you stream I come for Twitch chat instead of the scruffy looking side character.
Wait, hold on. I was assuming you guys have been romancing me the whole time. Have you been Romancing yourself? Hold on. Am I the third wheel? With their feelings finally expressed in the open, Twitch chat fell deeply in love and joined together in holy marriage.
I've heard Doug say before that his success is almost completely owed to Twitch chat, and while they are extremely funny, I don't think they'd be as funny without Doug at the helm orchestrating them. Doug has a certain kind of chaotic humor that isn't too sterilized or too edgy. There's a strange underlying logic behind Doug's humor that plays on storytelling tropes, which is easy to pick up and is therefore infectious. Either way, he's formed a great community. Every year they do a charity live stream for Monterey Bay Aquarium in honor of Rosa the Sea Otter's birthday. She's the oldest sea otter at the aquarium, and Doug and his audience have fallen completely in love with her. Each year they complete aquatic-themed gaming challenges together, and each year the streams seem to have more viewers, and the funds raised only seem to get larger and larger. They first raised $320, then $2,000, then $14,000, and most recently, over $104,000 for charity, all on one night. He now holds an art competition every year, where his viewers make fan art of Rosa, and the art is always really cute and wholesome and lovingly made. It's nice to see a community of jokesters rally behind this one funny little animal with such passion. It's my belief that your community becomes a reflection of what you put into it, and in Doug's case, he has a community of good, positive, humorous people. Glutus was never meant to be. By Doug's own admission, he didn't really enjoy working on that channel and had to brute force himself into finishing the videos. My guess is Hearthstone was too niche of a subject matter, and he didn't yet have his own voice to speak with. When you're trying to find your voice, you might at first speak with someone else's, or at least experiment with something that isn't really you. Luckily, when he rebooted the channel, he found his voice. He found a format that suited him, and as he grew more confident, the format evolved and expanded. He wasn't confident it would pay off. Rebranding your channel and dropping the subject matter you cover has to be nerve-wracking after all. In the video where he announces the rebranding of the channel, he says this.
I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think it's gonna be widely popular, and that's okay.
He didn't think it was going to be widely popular, but like I said before, since the rebrand, he's surpassed 2 million subscribers, reached nearly 400 million YouTube views, and raised over $100,000 for charity. He has a great online community and gets to make a living off of creating content he loves. It was a gamble to change everything and shift gears the way he did, but it paid off. This isn't my first attempt at this. Originally, I was going to make a YouTube channel called Tube Review. I honestly really hated all of the scripts I wrote for that channel and canned it eventually. Then I started teaching here to all of you. This isn't even the first version of this lecture's script. I actually scrapped the whole thing and ended up shaving 1,000 words off of this second draft. And honestly, I enjoyed writing this version better. Finding your own voice is hard, as is setting your own stage. And you're not always going to get it right the first time. It might feel like a gamble to change what you're doing, to walk a different path than what you were on before. But sometimes that reinvention is just self-discovery at work. It might feel scary to tear down the way you've presented yourself in the past, but if you find your true self because of it, that's its own reward.
All right, let me get another picture. Screen captured. Let's get one, a happy birthday message for Rosa. I'll get a couple. This is outrageous. Beautiful. Wait for the music to drop. Great time to get in donations now. We'll be wrapping up shortly. Get ready to jump into the ocean. Wait for my cue. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The great birthday jump. Happy birthday, Rosa. Go in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go for Rosa. Take her home.
Although I wouldn't mind the fame and fortune either. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. It was a lot of effort to make, and honestly I'm a little nervous because I don't feel like it's my best work, but I hope you enjoyed it. Doug really is one of my favorite YouTubers right now, so I'm really happy that I was able to make a video like this.
all the music is music he tends to use in his videos. So I'll be providing a playlist of his music and also a playlist of videos of his I highly recommend. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I promise I'll talk about something other than YouTube next time. Thanks for waiting.